Hey everybody, my name is that Joe Guy and welcome back to Dragon Age in a Hole. It's a new day, it's a new session, so we're going to do exactly as I said we're going to do. Let's have a look around the camp first.
I can feel it now. The blight. Spreading.
Yes, somebody's a little ill. But let's talk to these guys. Would you fucking calm down? Cause yeah, here we go.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor.
Sure,
You seem quite excited by the idea that these titans may exist.
My connection to the stone allows me to hear it, but I can only listen. Titans can sing through the stone. It is extraordinary. We call ourselves children of the stone. What does that make the titans?
new dwarven gods, perhaps?
What's life like in Orzammar?
I haven't lived in Orzammar for 3 years, but I receive updates. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Oh, this is gonna depress me, but
How's the political climate in Orzammar?
There have been riots due to food shortages, but they will pass, I hope. I've no doubt some Deshers will try to use the situation for their own gain.
of course.
But the king has a good hold over the assembly.
Yeah, that's one thing. He's competent. That was why he was chosen.
What are Deshers?
Members of the assembly, all noble-born. Through the assembly, they govern Orzammar. The king presides over them.
Okie dokie.
A dwarf's caste seems to dictate their entire life in Orzammar.
I could bore you for hours about our society's castes and the tensions that go along with them. Simply put, citizens of Orzammar are born into a caste, and that is their lot in life. A member of the Smith caste can never join the warrior caste, and vice versa. Everything is predetermined.
Right.
There's no way for someone to change castes.
It is possible for a member of the lower caste to marry above their station, but only their children's caste will improve.
This sounds familiar.
Similarly, when dwarves are made casteless, so are their descendants.
Right, yeah. Did I just ask this? Either I've asked her about these questions before, and apologies if I have, or I knew all that information from a very similar delivered line some time ago.
Dwarf's caste seems to dictate their
A member of the Smith caste can never join
Why-
the warrior caste. Of course.
Cheers.
Thanks for the insight, Shay.
My pleasure, Inquisitor.
We'll speak another time.
Hello.
Best way to get out darkspawn stains? Vroog. It's a Legion secret.
Who knew that? Huh.
Shaper Volta said you're a veteran of the Blight,
I was a wet-nosed recruit.
but you survived.
Swing your axe long enough, you're bound to hit something.
You must have racked up a few stories.
Maybe when this is all over, I'll have the time and ale to tell them.
Most of Ren's stories end with decapitation.
I'm an efficient guy.
Fun.
I'd like to know more about the Legion of the Dead.
The Legion's pretty straightforward. We keep the Darkspawn out of Orzammar, and we're sodding good at it. Becoming a Legionnaire is a lifelong oath, one that can't be broken. We celebrate our own funerals before coming to the
This is
deep
all
roads.
sounding really
As far as
familiar.
our families in Orzammar are concerned, we're already dead. Hence the name.
Just funny, a long time... Hang on.
A historian and a soldier. That's an unlikely friendship.
What makes you think we're friends?
Yeah, okay.
The bickering.
Exactly. Okay.
Fair enough.
Thanks, buddy.
Volta's got the stones of a silent sister. Doesn't mean I won't give her a heart.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you for your time. Yeah, okay, so those conversations recycle for some reason. Dragon Age is usually okay about getting rid of old conversations, but every now and then, you come across an NPC, you just have the same discussions with it over and over again, which would not be a big deal whatsoever if it wasn't for the fact that I was recording this for Let's Play. You have it, and then it sounds familiar. Yeah, it's a little shoddy, but it's not... I don't know, I can't really criticize them, because in terms of things to polish, that's really low down the list.
Inquisitor earned your respect now, Yakar?
It's, apologies if that was boring or you skip past or anything like that. The only new things would potentially be my reactions, and even then, So obviously we got very, very limited resources down here. I'm considering the option of changing my party out. But let's first, as I said I would, have a look around, try and find some of the remaining stuff on the deep roads. I don't, as I say, intend to get everything. No, I don't care about any of that. But if stuff's nearby, could be worth a gander. Ah, 6th, 7th gate. Yes, I haven't found them properly yet. Oh, that's quite nice. Oh, that's very nice, actually. I think that Cassandra's, though, may still be better. Is it under weapons or no? Yeah, it is under weapons for some reason. Because it's got that, which is kind of a mediocre. Huh? What's this? It's a staff. I just got a damn shield, didn't I? Here it is, yeah. Oh, level 19. Gotta be level 19. But when it is, I think that's your next shield. You know, I'm still always in the back of my mind thinking about... Okay, cool. The divine choice. And after this whole thing is up, I think the time will have come to make a decision one way or another, and it's obviously between Vivienne and Cassandra. And I don't know which one, because I'm trying to divorce my feelings for Cassandra from everything, you know? And even then, it's not like it's obvious. Vivienne is a slightly safer choice, I think. I think she'd do some good. But I think that a divine like Cassandra comes once in a lifetime, once in a generation, once in a society, and the amount of good that she could do, were she able to navigate the obstacles around her, would be insane. And... you know, I have a lot of faith in Cassandra, a lot of trust in her, and a lot of belief in her, but her skill set is of a very particular type. But we've kind of seen her coming more and more into her own as this visionary leader as she's learned more about her organization and tranquility, and come to terms with the loss of the divine alongside Liliana in very different ways, I might add. I can't say I'm sure. Vivienne, on the other hand, represents somebody who would be able to achieve her goals, I have no doubt. Not only because she's very good with the system, but also because her goals are more achievable. But is her... she's kind of failing to recognize the baggage from the previous system a little bit. Or if she is, she may be placing it on the... I think she might be placing too much blame on the rebel mages. There's not much empathy for their cause from her, and I worry that she would... Just turning around very carefully. I'm worried that she would ignore that plight. And do you know what? I'm gonna close my blind again. Too much glare. Sorry about the background noise. So that's the decision I need to reach. We'll just have to sort of see what happens. Oh, this is nice, actually. I've got like my blind is red, and I haven't got the light on in my room. But because it's still daytime, the lighting isn't too bad that it's gonna hurt my eyes, and it's casting this nice red glow over everything. Very pleasant. Hey, buddy. What a maneuver, huh? He's kind of a biggie, though. I don't expect we're gonna lose much in the way of health. Getting the point blank there, Barry. Oh my god.
Make it take you!
Brutal. Cool, there's a bloodstained gear. We've seen one more, we can open one more door. Oh, sweet. New Trials rewards available in the special shipments chest. That's awesome. Cole's journal. Oh, here it is. Mother's song leaks out of me. Liquid fire spells from my eyes, mouth, and ears. I give her everything and become a verse in her chorus. I am finally complete. It was never about the words, only the song.
So that's how the lyrium experiments ended.
As such as they were. Oh, nice though. Cool. Grenades. It's pretty nice. I need to remember to equip some grenades because they came in handy in the last fight, and I imagine that we can make some use out of them a little bit more in the future. Korg. I mean, honestly, I think his research notes have been compromised. It's, yeah. Who knew drinking lyrium drives you mad? Why did I just complete Disaster in the Deep Roads? Is this still the fucking thing updating? God, this game needed work. Cool. I wonder what my ideal Dragon Age game would be. It's really hard to say. I kind of liked, I like what they're doing with the story with this. I can't really fault their premise or the story. You know, for this game, it is exploring new ideas. It's got a, you know, a relatively compelling villain with a sort of mysterious motive. Well, not mysterious motive, but with enough mystery of him to kind of keep things interesting. And you know, the way that he's manipulating events and the idea of like the scale is grander than Dragon Age Origins as well. I think it stumbles on the way in telling some of those stories. We could do less of the ground level stuff, but that's kind of me personally, and again, concerns around Let's playing this game and trying to keep it streamlined. Because I like streamlined experiences. I like targeted experiences, games in particular, which are about a certain thing as opposed to about trying to be about everything. Which I'm not saying Dragon Age is necessarily like the worst example I've seen. There are a lot of games which try to be everything and then fail, therefore, at being anything. Careful now. Dragon Age has elements of that sort of thing, but nothing too erroneous, I would say. That was an interesting noise. So yeah, it's I like Dragon Age 2 for that. Dragon Age 2 felt like we were doing important stuff, but it felt like it was very much, it was focused in on a single city, a single kind of conflict. Well, not a single conflict, but like mostly thematically structured around a particular conflict. Yeah. Gears, sacrificial gates, gears collect for the 6th gate. Okay. Then we got up there. Gears collect for the 7th gate. So clearly I'm missing gates around. Found one. I feel like it's worth any. Is it designed so that you don't have enough for each one, like in freaking Orlais? Could be. That annoyed me last time. It annoys me a bit here as well, but at the same time, maybe not, because well, you are clearly Serpent Stone. All right, well let's try to take a cast back just while I keep talking about other stuff, shall we? Let's try and find one of those final gears. I think there were some areas which I didn't quite explore. Well, let's have a look at the map first of all. Yeah, Dragon Age 2 felt a lot more streamlined in certain ways. Oh, wow, yeah, certainly haven't explored any areas around there. You know, maybe you come back. Maybe it's scattered down below. I should maybe consider that. So if I can't see anywhere on the map, actually, I'll just head down. So, more games which are, you know, thematically yeah, I don't think there's anything else where we haven't explored. Maybe a few ledges down by the lifts, but oh, well, let's go back and check while I'm chatting about things. I don't know. No game designer am I. I just have an amateur interest in this sort of thing. And I think that Dragon Age Inquisition, for the record, does a pretty good job. Aside from a lot of the ground level stuff, which I personally wouldn't have minded being cut. Yeah, it does feel like, you know, you have a team and you're dealing with big things and you got resources to deal with big things. You know, it might be nice. You know what I think would actually fix the ground level stuff, in my opinion? In my very personal opinion. I know that some people have some strong opinions that they like the ground level stuff because it makes you feel like the underdog. I completely get that. But after a certain point, wouldn't it be good if you could spend maybe perk points as you level up your power and things like that? You could spend that stuff to... I'm hearing spiders. Haha. Spend perk points to have people like go out into the world and handle certain things. Now I know you can do that via power through the war table. You can get resources in that way. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was weird. The game just minimized itself for some reason. I don't think I hit anything like Alt Tab or, well, whatever. But It's problematic actually to a certain extent because the rest of the stuff is kind of like very MMO style quests. Go here, do that, with a very minimal amount of dialogue or story with it. On the one hand, that sort of thing could be relegated to the power to the war table, and to an extent it is. Like there's stuff like that is actually kind of cool in the way that you are accomplishing smaller tasks, but on a larger scale with the war table. Maybe what I'm thinking of, and I'm not even sure this is a good idea, but maybe what I'm thinking of is some kind of tasks team. A bit like those guys, that adventuring crew, which I'm kind of grooming back at Skyhold. Who could go out and they could like solve the minor quests for you. You could allocate them to solve certain quests that you're not particularly interested in. And then, you know, to build around that, you'd have types of quests. It could be marked as not just side quests, but I mean Skyrim, I didn't like Skyrim's journal system very much, but it had a tab called Miscellaneous where it stored a whole bunch of like bullet point quests which you could pursue into fuller quests if you wanted. But that sort of thing to mark the sort of quests which are very much just kind of like fire and forget without much depth behind them, you could allocate your tasks to squad to do that sort of thing and then get a cut of the rewards, like a lesser cut of the rewards. That would kind of make you not only still be able to do the ground level stuff if you wanted, because it'd be more efficient if you had the time and you could just relax and kick back with them, but also would allow you to keep that underdog feeling at first, and then that underdogness is something that you kind of overcome through your power and through your resources. Let's have a look down here first. Close one there, Marcus. Anyway, that's just an idea. Like, and I think you can tell just by the way I'm talking about it that this was not like an easy problem to fix, if indeed you can define it as a problem anyway, because the other side of things is obviously just ignore them. They don't give a huge amount of resources. And this is kind of what I'm doing now, and I do feel a little bit freer to enjoy the game the way that I want to. I don't know, it comes from that desire to see everything, which is not an easy thing for a gamer to shake. I think I just wish I'd identified a little earlier that the stuff I was doing, there would be a lot of it. Who knows, who knows. Let's playing a game is a very different experience to just playing a game normally. Oh, this episode's been 20 minutes and not much has happened so far, huh? I hope you guys don't mind this sort of thing. Sometimes it's nice just to kick back, especially after a massive battle like the last one. Just talk through my thoughts on the game and everything like that, and talk about how I'm feeling, how much I'm enjoying things, thoughts on the story, stuff like that. And I also hope you guys don't mind me criticizing the game now and then, because I think we can all agree this game isn't perfect. Definitely needs some polish around the edges, and a lot of the gameplay and UI stuff is, well, it's a little indefensible, but it's trying to tell this big sweeping epic story, and unfortunately I got derailed from that experience at some point, I think, just because I got caught up in the minutiae, I should say, of everything that was going on. So eventually, you know, I forgot about certain plot points which might have been more relevant or might have been a bit more compelling had I done them in short order. I don't know. When a company like BioWare only makes a Dragon Age game every 7 years or whatever, so I guess maybe they feel like they have to pull out all the stops and make it this fully immersive world experience, which in fairness is definitely something that they targeted with the gorgeous environmental designs and the masses of areas to explore. So maybe it's just a personal thing. Maybe that's the long and short of it. Is that me personally, I prefer a more streamlined experience, but that is not what Dragon Age was going for this time. They wanted to immerse you in the world, make you feel like you were a part of it, okay, Cassandra, Barrack, Blackwall saved me. Well, Blackwall, I guess you're now the leader of the Inquisition. Oh, he's a lithe one, isn't he? I don't think there's anything up here. Sorry, I'm just remembering. Oh, fuck. I don't think I meant to be here. Varg's got it. There we go. Reunited. So there you go. And let me know in the comments as well. I feel like we've definitely touched on this topic before. But I can totally imagine this game being something that you just kind of dive into and think, you know, I have to collect these resources, almost like for goodness sake, like I play Destiny. I play Destiny 2 a fair bit. I love that game, despite his efforts to the contrary. But there's a lot of like grindy stuff in that, and because I'm not recording it or even streaming it, it's it becomes a thing I can just sit down and kind of just piss about with, picking sort of a random quest from the various options that I have at any given time. Hello? Just remember the game crashed when I was around here the last time, so when this guy's dead, let me quick save. Yippee-ki. There we go, quick save. Pick a random quest, go do some resources, deliberately don't seek after anything which is too compelling or was going to take you too much time. Maybe that's the sort of experience that people are having with Dragon Age, and let me know if that is how you experience this game yourself. And even so, even if you did experience that part of the game in that way and enjoyed it because of it, it's probably not what you want to come to a Let's Play for. I think people watch Let's Plays for entertainment, obviously, but like to share that experience of playing a game for the first time or like for another time, to see somebody who's good at the game or who's good at explaining sort of what's going on or narrating the story, or like me who's experiencing something for the first time. You want to see the reactions to the big stuff which happens in the story. Yeah. The way that you play a game may be very different to the sorts of Let's Plays that you want to watch. Oh, well, that's valuable. Well, actually, the sigils sell for shit. Yeah, we're not really making huge amounts of progress, really, are we? We're really just sitting and spraffing. Ironic, considering what I just said that most people watch Let's Plays for is not this sort of stuff. Well, you can skip it if you like. It's, I'll still be here in the next episode, descending a lift to bigger and better things. For now, though, consider this my warm-up. Oh, God. Man, imagine if there's nothing to find back here. And there never was. Well, you know. Nobody's perfect. At least I'm getting a few resources here and there. Alright, last place. Oh, there's a bad guy. There's a bad guy below me. Huh. Well, here we are in the kind of the lift plateau again. And what I want to do is I want to head up. And see if I can spot any third gear. Oops. Areas over there. It's actually maybe starting to become the sort of thing that I would cut through. Except I'm really trying to cut back on cutting down episodes. Would you all just fuck off? It's hard enough to find the time to do these episodes without cutting out half the time. That's one thing that I'm sort of worried when I make my return to Subnautica when Below Zero is finally released, which I do plan on doing still despite everything that's going on, is... well, Subnautica required a lot of time management. And, you know, I'd spent hours building like a base that I was really proud of, and I loved doing that, but will I have time for that sort of thing anymore? Oh, who the hell even knows? I don't know. I don't know how much crossover there is either between the people that watch Subnautica and watch this series. But just bear in mind that that is a fairly likely scenario that I will be when I do get to Below Zero. There will either be a lot more sort of like downtime episodes of me commentating or building something or other, which I don't really want to do, or there'll be long stretches where I don't really do anything. I don't know, I kind of, my mind works in phases. I come and go with different varying levels of interest between games. And it's entirely possible that Subnautica will just hold my attention for a massive span of time, and then I'll get bored of it for a little while and go off it, and I'd rather be stuck waiting for episodes. Ugh. It's not the best way to do Let's Plays, and I apologize for that. But it is what it is. I can't force it any further. Alright, here we go. Intensive searching of this area reveals... Did I get the upgrade for the big search radius? I think I did. Ah. Okay, down here. We've traveled this route before. Shit. Just gotta remember, when in doubt, F2. Cassandra will save me. Go down here. Ooh, bit of loading screen there. Is there more this direction? No, guess not. There's that supply cache. Just neck one of these guys. And maybe head over here, because I think I headed out along that bridge last time. I'm really not seeing much in the way of stuff, am I? Well, this is a bit of a waste of time. So, with that in mind... This is starting to feel like somewhere where it might be useful to go. Is there anything this side? No, not really. Ah, no, this is actually seeming very familiar now. There's it up there. There's actually no drop point from up there, so... Yep. Like, nothing to see over here. Sad face. Well, okay. I hope this is the sort of episode that you can just kind of relax back to, very much have on in the background. In the next episode, we will descend a lift. Yep, these bear the hallmarks of having been looted already. Except for that, I can grab that. I think I was very much low on inventory space when I last came this way. I mistook that dwarf's foot for an item. Ah. Alright, whoa. And Summerstone. Well, we got a few resources here and there, and that's it. Thanks very much for watching, guys. By the time you come back, I will be back at camp. And we'll descend the lift. You guys enjoyed this intermission episode. I swear to God, something interesting will happen next time. Alright, see you later.